I really don't know how much I've been spending on my Barbie things. I have over 450 those now. Definitely it's beyond hobby. I sometimes call her my best friend. I'm not trying to be like Barbie. I know we're different. She's a doll and I'm human. I just wake up like regular people, but in my Barbie bed. I'm not waking up in Barbie world. I'm living in real world. I'm Azusa. I'm a Barbie lover in West Hollywood. I was born and raised in Japan. I moved to California when I was 30 years old. I started collecting Barbie things when I was 15 years old. I kept buying and collecting Barbie stuff since then, and it just became like this. Since I moved 21 times in my whole life, so I never really felt home, even when I was in Japan. I never tried hard to do anything I didn't want to do, So maybe I was not fitting in Japanese society already. I'm still close to my family, but I don't really call them or anything. Right before I moved to the US, I noticed my mom was totally expecting me was coming back. And when I told her I was trying to completely, permanently move to the US, and she actually didn't like that. I had to tell her that, please give up on me, I literally told my parents, your daughter is weird, literally really different from average ones. I know most mothers, of course, they want to live closer to daughters, or they want to see their daughters more often, I think. But I rejected, Here's my closet. As you see, there's mostly pink clothes. Well, not just pink, but more Barbie brand clothes. And here's some Barbie shoes. Officially Barbie collaborated shoes. These pairs were pretty expensive. These are close to 1,500 ones. So right now I have over 450 Barbie dolls. And I have to say, it's not a lot as a Barbie collector. To me, the amount of dolls is not that important. And recently, I'm super particular with what I get. And also, it's important how I display. I have 3 mini-me. We call this mini-me. My first mini-me was this girl, my original mini-me. And she used to have blonde hair, but I pulled her hair out and I rerouted it by myself. People think she looked like me. So I already showed you my mini-me, but she's my medium me, midi-me. And she used to have long, curly, blonde hair. She even didn't have bangs, but I shampooed her hair and I dyed her hair into pink. And I cut bangs. I became an exchange student when I was in junior in high school. I went to Indiana and stayed there for 1 year. Since I was the only Japanese student, I was brave enough to do anything. So people there thought I was maybe weird or crazy or different or whatever they thought. I was just confident with what I liked or what I was doing. I knew my fashion style was stylish, so I never tried to change or anything. At the end of the school year, some girls started copying my style. They used to make fun of pink, but they came to me and they're like, I got pink. I got inspired by you or something, Everyone likes something different. Everyone got different tastes. So I don't need to be loved by everyone. If they don't like me, I'm okay, thank you. When I first met Barbie, she was already fashion icon, pop American culture icon to me. It was so hard to find Barbie stuff over there in Japan. So when I was an exchange student, I bought everything, not just those, but all kinds of stationaries, kitchen toys, or any Barbie items I sell worth buying. I moved to California because I just wanted to get more and more Barbie things. Even still now, buying Barbie things is more expensive in Japan. I just wanted to be closer to Barbie. My life has been really crazy, like a real crazy, but it's always happy, you know. After my exchange program, I went back to Japan, and maybe I was supposed to finish high school and go to college, but I didn't. I dropped out high school in my senior year. That year was the hardest year. I found a brain tumor, and I had to have 2 brain surgeries, and like my doctor thought I was gonna die in 3 months. Yeah, it was kind of crazy. Well, they finally found it was not cancer, but benign. But the tumor was really big, huge. That stayed in my brain for 15 years, and at the end, it disappeared. I was bringing several Barbie dolls in my room. My nurses were always excited to come into my room. I always tell people I have no stress. My life has no stress. And I live in the happiest place, I think. So maybe that's why my tumor disappeared. So when I first started being like Barbie influencer, I really didn't have any purpose. You know, I was just sharing what I wanted, what I had. I started getting comments or message from my followers. They're saying, like, I inspired them or I helped. Now, after I read those comments and messages, and I started thinking to, you know, keep spreading happy vibes if it makes someone happier, you know. I don't have much haters, or maybe, I don't know, maybe I'm not noticing. But I of course got some not lovely comments on social media. When I saw them, it didn't hurt me at all, but I just deleted it, and it didn't, you know, it doesn't exist in the world anymore, so I don't care. Yeah. Time is really important and precious. That's why I don't talk back to my haters or anything, because that's just wasting my time and energy. Yeah. I used to do nail art business. I'm a professional nail artist, but since pandemic started, it really hit my business. You know, we were not allowed to work. One of my friends, she did like making doll accessories just for fun. And then one time she asked me for help her, because I'm really good at working with my hands. And I really love helping her. Like, I love making little stuff. And I wanted to make it serious business. So now we have a website, we have a Shopify store. So I will show you what I make. Now it's my job, but like it's almost like my hobby. We literally make these from scratch. Our products are not just buying some pieces and put together, but like even this one, we cut acrylic pieces. My partner designs, and we make the data and cut pieces with laser cutters, or we use 3D printer and cut decals, print on vinyl and everything. And then we pack and ship from this Barbie apartment. So I love DIY. When Mattel doesn't sell what I want, I have to create, I have to make. When I first started, it was just simple painting the wall project, but got more and more serious. Sometimes maybe I wanted to have some help, you know, I wanted to ask Ken, but I felt like, no, I don't need to ask Ken, you know, I could do it, you know. I just started saying that in my video, and I noticed like people really loved when I said that, and it just became like my slogan now. My next DIY project is a small shelf, like a bedside shelf. I want to make this shelf like, you know, moving. Usually when I make shelf, I need magnet, handle, hinge, brackets, but I already have to reset my place. So all staffs at Lumberyard, they're so nice. They're always sweet and so supportive. But I remember the first time when I went there, people literally look at me like if I was, coming into the wrong place. Maybe they thought I wanted to come to Louboutin. It's on the same block. I always go to lumber yard and ask the lumber guy to cut pieces because I don't have table saw, unfortunately. So I got 4 wheels and 1 paid form and good pieces for shelf. I always have 5 different shades of pink at my place so I can start DIY anytime when I get inspired. I'm too lazy to put masking tape or cover stuff. Every time when I finished one items and I got more ideas or, more skill, and that's how it got bigger and bigger. So during pandemic, since I had to stay home more than usual, so I've done more DIY. I always liked creating something. I always had good friends, but I also didn't mind being alone. So I'm not 100% done yet, but so far I think it looks good. The Barbie is special to me because she's been given a lot of good experience that I could never have without her. Like, I met so many good people and friends through her. Like, hosting Barbie convention in Japan is like, that's amazing to me. And it wouldn't happen if I was not doing this, So many of my dreams has been coming true. Barbie was always in my dream, so I just cannot picture any of my life without Barbie. No, I don't think I would ever get tired of my Barbie lifestyle. She was just meant to be in my life, so I'm definitely proud of things I've done, but I also feel like I'm not done yet, I'm still in the middle of the way. Thanks for watching Refinery29. To watch more videos, click here. To subscribe, click here.